two men with long criminal records are now in custody in connection with the shooting that led to a Valentine's Day lockdown at the Gardens Mall.
This afternoon, the Palm Beach Gardens police chief announced the alleged shooter and gunshot victim are facing a series of charges. We have live team coverage. We want to get to WPTV's Dave Bowman first. He joins us live with details on the arrests. Dave.
Shannon, Michael, Palm Beach Gardens police called the news conference this afternoon in part to warn the public to be on the lookout for a man named Devon Graham. Graham is the man Palm Beach Gardens police say fired the shots inside the Gardens Mall last week. And after the news conference, Chief Clint Shannon returned to the microphone to announce Graham is in custody, caught after a police pursuit down I-95 near Boynton Beach.
So he is in custody, Devon Graham. So that's the winning field goal at the end of the Super Bowl for us.
6 days after gunfire frightened hundreds of shoppers and workers at the Gardens Mall, police announced two breakthroughs. The first, the arrest of Camarcio Mitchell. He was shot inside the mall last week after police say he aggressively approached two other men. After he was shot, he was treated and released at a local hospital. Police say he was arrested Saturday. He's now charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Our local and federal investigators have worked selflessly and tirelessly to locate these two individuals and get them off our street before they have the chance to wreak any more havoc.
Palm Beach Gardens Police Chief Clint Shannon says both Mitchell and the accused shooter, Devon Graham, are known gang members with long criminal records. And one happened to be shopping at the mall.
I think it goes back to different beefs. I don't think the venue had anything to do with the shooting. It just happened to be these individuals came and had a confrontation at this location. This could have happened anywhere.
Before announcing Graham's arrest, police also showed a picture taken from surveillance video of this man who was with Graham, known only as a person of interest. And police want anyone who recognizes that person of interest to call them. They're still very interested in talking with him. If nothing else, it's likely he was a witness to what happened inside the Gardens Mall. Reporting live from Palm Beach Gardens, Dave Bowman, WPTV News Channel 5.
Dave, thank you. And here's a brief timeline bringing us to today's arrest. On Valentine's Day at about 2:36 p.m., reports went out of shots fired at the Gardens Mall. Palm Beach Gardens police rushed to the scene in force, backed by other police agencies. Some shoppers got out of the mall quickly. Others hid in the back of stores for hours as store managers offered them safety. By about 4:30 to 5 p.m., a law enforcement source confirmed to WPTV that shots had, in fact, been fired. The same source said no innocent people were hurt. One person did show up at a hospital with a non-life-threatening wound. Their connection to the shooting was unknown then. Gardens police were praised for their quick response to the mall, but an expected media briefing to calm public worry never happened. As our dinner time newscast approached a brief bulletin from Gardens Police, no active shooter, the shooting was not random. On Thursday, February 15th, word came that police were looking for two persons of interest in an apparent targeted shooting. Our Dave Bowman sought detailed answers from police or elected leaders in the Gardens. None were forthcoming that day. But now, today, stark revelations about two men with long rap sheets, police say. Our Joel Lopez, one of many WPTV reporters at the mall last week when news of the shooting broke. And Joel talked to many shoppers and employees who had evacuated. Joel live outside the Gardens Mall now, talking to people who were there on Valentine's Day. Relieved to know arrests have been made. Joel?
That's right, Michael. One man I spoke with off camera says he feels that city leaders should have been here at the mall the moment they heard about the shooting to address the public, not a week later, especially after learning about the long criminal history that these men have. Now, today I spoke with a woman who tells me she was supposed to be here on Valentine's Day last week with her granddaughter to go shopping, but the two said that she fell asleep and she never was able to make it and then saw that the shooting had happened. She said she's impressed by the boots on the ground that day, but believes that police and the mayor should have done more to inform the public.
Yeah, because it's their responsibility, and they're the ones who are supposed to give comfort to the ones. It's terrible. I mean, you can't say enough about how sad it is for the people involved. But the politicians should step up.
Another man who I spoke with last week and caught up with today says he waited around for hours trying to get his car back with very little information. So today he's still very upset about how things were handled. Reporting live outside Palm Beach Gardens, Joe Lopez, WPTV News Channel 5.